that I had submitted a memo January 20th, which was endeavoring to be responsive to residents who are concerned and, of course, frustrated by the problems associated with the All American Asphalt Plant. I did submit a memo, and I'd like to just read that into the record and conclude with that. It's just 4 paragraphs. The continuing operations of the All American Asphalt Plant in the northern part of Irvine and the impacts on Irvine residents from associated airborne noxious emissions. Excuse me, who's interfering here? Thank you. Have been a subject of City Council concern and attention for some time. The plant's operations continue to generate hundreds of resident complaints and countless expressions of concern, not just about noxious odors, but also about adverse health effects. Organized residents and resident representatives, including their UCI expert consultants, recently requested that the City Council schedule a council study session to publicly explore the matter with ample opportunity for residents, city staff, and others to present information and ideas about problem solving. While our city staff continues to communicate openly with the residents, it is my understanding that there has been no response to the specific request for a council study session. Accordingly, I take this opportunity to request that the mayor arrange for a public study session, either as a separate agenda item that is part of a regular Irvine City Council meeting, or as the exclusive agenda item at a special City Council meeting called by the mayor. In either case, I believe a public study session should be scheduled at the earliest opportunity. Thank you for your consideration. I received no direct response to this. I think the mayor is endeavoring to set up a meeting with AQMD that will be of a public nature, but again, the specific request for a council study session devoted to this item has not yet received a favorable response. Thank you, Mayor. That concludes my announcements and reports.
Thank you, Councilmember Agran. And I believe I did respond to the memo that you sent out explaining exactly what has been done so far and what we're working on. And I asked if you had made some time to get a briefing from staff to catch up on the issue. I'm just wondering, were you able to get that briefing?
I have been briefed by staff. Yes, I have been briefed as to the legal status of matters. I just think there are a lot of people out there who actually want a council-sponsored special study session to exchange information and see if we can collaborate and move things forward. That's what the residents have requested. I think their request is reasonable, and I hope that in your shaping of future agendas, you will respond favorably both to my memo and to the residents. Thank you.
Thank you. So just to be clear, the oversight and enforcement of the industrial emissions is the responsibility of the Southern California Air Quality Management District, AQMD, and is not within the city's purview. That said, the city has taken significant and unprecedented steps to evaluate the health risk at the plant and to protect residents. All of this information is available on our website. Not only that, but we have sent in a request for a public meeting where we will be discussing not only our data, but AQMD's data and the data of the UCI consultants for the residents. We are right now just awaiting that date. As soon as we have a date, we will make that public and make sure that our residents are informed. So thank you so much, but we are on top of this, and like I said in my response to you, that we have submitted a request for a date, and that's what we're waiting on right now. And it's a little frustrating for me, but I would like to share that, the residents that are living in that area, I feel for them, and we are trying to do everything we can. But again, I'm going to stress that the people on this council are not the ones that allowed the building of those homes next to that asphalt plant. And we know exactly who did, and I think it's very important for the public to know as well. And so I'm not going to go any further at this time, but just want to let people know that, we're trying to do what we can to get to where we need to be to safeguard our residents. But this council, minus one person, is not the one that approved the homes there in that area.
Mayor?
I'm sorry, we're going to move on to my announcements at this time.
Point of
I'm not
order
going
here.
to argue with you, Councilmember.
Point of order. You have proceeded to debate and discuss this issue when I simply made announcements. Now, if you want to debate and discuss it and involve the public, then for heaven's sakes, put the matter on the agenda at a special study session, and we can debate and discuss who did what, when, who's responsible for what, and how we move forward.
We are waiting for a date from AQMD, and we'll have that public session as soon as we have that date. Thank you.